Alright, hello citizens of the Nigelverse. It is Nigel once again, and this is going to be another wrestling review. So, we continue our look at Survivor Series matches, and I made a determination for my channel. I don't watch enough women's matches. I don't review enough women's matches, which is unfortunate because women's wrestling, while not always the best, sometimes is phenomenal. There's plenty of phenomenal female athletes, so I wanted to incorporate some more women's matches, and I decided to throw in a, a couple with the Survivor Series reviews. So this match and one later on down the line will be some women's matches. We gotta get some more women's match representation here on the reviews. But I could have chose a better one than this. So let's talk about it. We have the women's 5-on-5 at Survivor Series of 2021. So as always, I'm not professional wrestling reviewer analyst. Just a man who enjoys a good time, which I had an okay time with this match. The thing is for starters, I wanted to kind of, I guess we'll get right into it. I wanted to kind of do kind of um, each week, because there's gonna be two reviews each week. I try to do at least two, sometimes more, sometimes less, but usually two wrestling reviews per week, especially with a dedicated theme such as Survivor Series. So I try to do with one exception that we'll have actually in the final week. We do our last two Survivor Series reviews, for the month, but that's coming up. Yeah, what I wanted to do was do a one-on-one match at Survivor Series, and then a 5-on-5 as well. So going with going with just a match that happened at Survivor Series versus a traditional Survivor Series match. So that's one of the other reasons I included it on here, but I feel like it did kind of backfire. But the other thing is, I made another very crucial misstep, and maybe it's because I didn't watch it when it first happened. 2021, I didn't really watch any of the pay-per-view / premium live events. I don't know why, I just wasn't really tuning in. But there was one other crucial misstep I made. I forgot the 2021 Survivor Series event as a whole kind of sucked. At least from what everybody said. And, I forgot this was one of the bad Survivor Series. This is the one with the egg that they tried to build the whole show around. The 25th anniversary of The Rock, even though he didn't really appear in person on the show. And a lot of the matches suffered as a result. This was also the one with that kind of lame battle royal, and I think the one on with the pizza, or that might have been 2020. That was either 2020 or 2021, but the one with the pizza, which was pretty much like a big old Pizza Hut at I think it might have been this one on in 2021 on just checking. Okay, so I remember that segment involved the Street Profits, so that might have been 2021. But yeah, I forgot this was one of the bad Survivor Series events, and this match kind of reflected it. I think if I remember correctly, from what people described, one of the only saving graces might have been Roman Reigns versus Big E, but I don't remember for sure if that match was actually even good. So I might have to rewatch that match at some point, or I should say watch for the first time, because like I said, I didn't watch the event. But we do have this match here, and I definitely could I have chosen a better women's 5-on-5, probably. Yeah, in fact, I'm sure definitely. But for some reason, something compelled me to this women's 5-on-5. I don't know what it was, but something compelled me to this one. So, let's get right into it. The ramblings are over. Let's get into the match proper. So, if you've seen these reviews of mine before, you kind of already know how this works. If you haven't, I'm going to be talking about what I liked and what I disliked about the match. Starting with what I liked, the talent pool is there, or on paper, not bad from either side. So it's Team Raw. This is when they still did like brand warfare, which I know some people are kind of split. Like some people want the brand warfare. Some people are happy that they're kind of moving away from it. I'd say the brand warfare is fine. Just make it interesting. That thing that is you can build towards it being interesting, such as like when they built up the Shield versus the New Day, or in 2017 that is, or when they did like Raw and SmackDown invading each other, or just stack both sides like the 2016 Men's Survivor Series match. That having names like Dean Ambrose or AJ Styles and Bray Wyatt, it Braun Strowman, Roman Reigns, and stuff like that. Like just make it interesting and make it fun, and they still carried that the feud of Dean Ambrose and AJ Styles throughout that match. So I think if you do brand warfare, just make it interesting. But yeah, the talent pool's not bad from both sides. So for Team Raw, we have Bianca Belair, Rhea Ripley, Liv Morgan, Carmella, and Queen Zelina. And on Team SmackDown, we have Sasha Banks, Shayna Baszler, Shotzi, no longer Shotzi Blackheart, just Shotzi, Natalya, not Natalya Neidhart, but Natalya, and Toni Storm. So what's interesting about this field is there are a number of former and future women's champions on both sides. In fact, I think with the exception of maybe two, or I think, all right, with the exception of all 10, with the exception of 4. Everyone else either would win the women's championship, at least on the main roster, or had already won it by that point. I mean, and 2 of these people are no longer in the company. Of course, Sasha Banks is gone, and she is now known as Mercedes Moné, and Toni Storm is gone, and she's now known as Toni Storm. More so Timeless Toni Storm, but in AEW, which is crazy, but to think about. But yeah, so not a bad talent pool. And there is some nice teamwork from both sides. There is some teamwork. There is even some dissension, in such as when Sasha Banks' team pretty much caused her to get eliminated by countout. Pretty much due to Sasha Banks being a bit of a jerk. She was the team captain for SmackDown. I believe Bianca Belair was the team captain for Raw, and Sasha Banks was eliminated for kind of being obnoxious, and so they essentially got her counted out, and they pretty much said vamoosh. Meanwhile, Bianca Belair overcame the 4-1 deficit, so Bianca Belair's entire team got eliminated, and that meanwhile, before Bianca was alone, only Toni Storm got eliminated from Team SmackDown. Carmella getting eliminated first because she tried to put on her face mask. Not like this type of face mask, but like the whole face mask, like the diamond-studded one. That caused her to be eliminated, and as soon as I saw that, had like my mind instantly flashed back to that time. I was like, oh yeah, this is when she had that gimmick where she wore those like really weird looking face masks to like protect her face from being attacked, and she had the gimmick of like the most beautiful woman in WWE, so she didn't want her face to get attacked and everything. I forgot that gimmick was around this time, which surprisingly not even the first time they've done a gimmick kind of similar to that. It's almost like undashing Cody Rhodes, but not quite. But yeah, so she had that gimmick, so it led her to be eliminated first. That was kind of funny. Bianca Belair eliminating the rest of Team SmackDown, the other 3 members of Team SmackDown for Raw to win, and that is kind of it's kind of a double-edged sword. Right? It's kind of corny, but it does build up Bianca Belair in a really big way. And this, I forgot, like 2021 really was like Bianca's year. here. And I think overall, oh, she's been like decently pushed on the main roster, but I feel like 2021 really was her year. She had the main event at WrestleMania 37 against Sasha Banks. She was SmackDown Women's Champion, and so yeah, quite the year did Bianca Belair have, and so yeah. And so yeah, so those elements do kind of add a bit of story to this match, but otherwise, in terms of what I didn't like, some of the stuff did look a little bit sloppy at times. Like granted, I don't talk about botches that often unless they're very notable ones, but here there was a number of them, or just spots that didn't quite come out right. Which, of course, that's kind of just the nature of the business. It happens, but for it to happen quite frequently here, it bring it down a little bit. Including Shotzi giving a not great splash from the top rope, which I believe she copped some hate for after that, which is unfortunate. But sadly that's the internet for you. So there is that. And there was even points where the crowd was like stone dead silent, like really didn't care about what was happening, which is a shame. But at the same time, the match not really a match of the year candidate. But otherwise, I think the women did okay. It's not the worst match I've seen, just kind of not really the best, unfortunately. They kind of tried to tell the story. They kind of tried to tell two stories, that being Bianca pretty much rising above to wait for her team, and Sasha Banks being pretty much eliminated by the rest of her team for being obnoxious. But otherwise, I think the execution was lacking a little bit, but that's just me. But yeah, that's this match. Don't worry, the other women's match I've picked is much, much better, thankfully. But nevertheless, that is going to do it for this match and this review. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please do me a favor: like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends, turn on post notifications so you know every time I upload videos so you can see as soon as it drops. Let me know in the comments what your thoughts on the match and my review. Did you like the match? Did you dislike my review of the match? Let me know. Thank you all so much for watching. I will see you guys later. Peace.